What if you could turn every single trip you take into a tax-deductible business venture and a source of income? Well, that is the really bold promise behind a new business model called Kizuna. It claims to bring together travel, tech, and trust. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it says it can pull that off.
Just think about this for a second. What if every trip you took, every person you met, every introduction you made could actually become part of a network that pays you back? That's the huge question this whole model is built around.
So the model is called Kizuna, which is a Japanese word. It means that invisible bond, that thread that connects people. The entire idea here is to take that abstract concept of a human bond and turn it into something, well, something tangible, and maybe more importantly, valuable.
So how does it plan to do that? Well, it all boils down to three core promises: making our connections verifiable, turning them into a way to make money, and making the travel that goes with it tax-deductible. Let's dig into each one of these.
Okay, first up, the idea of making your travel all around the world tax-deductible. Now that's a pretty big claim, so let's see how the model says it's supposed to work.
Now, this concept isn't coming out of nowhere. It's built on an existing tax principle, especially in the US, that says you can deduct expenses for trips that are primarily for business. And that word primarily, that's the key.
And this is where the tech comes in. It's designed to automatically create what they call a proof of purpose. So every time you do something business-related, a meeting, an introduction, you log it. The system then documents that moment, creating a solid record that links your professional reason for being there directly to your travel costs.
So, what does this look like in the real world? Well, according to the source, even something as simple as grabbing a cappuccino by the pool could potentially become a legit business deduction, but only if it's attached to a verifiable action, like a business meeting that you've recorded in the Kizuna network.
This quote right here, it really gets to the heart of it. The system is framing this as something more than just tracking expenses. You're actively building a digital trail of your business purpose, which is exactly what you need to justify those deductions.
Okay, so that's the tax side of things. Now let's jump over to the next pillar, the claim that you can earn an income just from your network.
The way you make money is based on what's called a hybrid affiliate system. You can think of it like a referral program, but for business connections. It's a whole framework designed to reward you for making good introductions and helping the network grow.
And what's really cool about this slide is how it lays out a practical example. Imagine you're staying at a hotel. You get to talking with a manager, and you explain that their hotel's computers and servers, all that unused power, could be making them money by joining a connected grid. If they sign up, your introduction gets recorded, and boom, you get rewarded for it.
The reward system is set up in two tiers. Tier 1 is simple. You get a direct reward for anyone you personally bring into the network. But Tier 2 is where it gets really interesting. You also earn rewards from the network that those people go on to build. It's designed to have this cascading effect.
So we've got tax deductions, we've got an affiliate income stream, but holding all of this together is a really fundamental idea about technology and our privacy.
The entire system is apparently built on the idea of data sovereignty. All your information, your receipts, your contacts, your meeting logs, it's all stored in something called a personal data locker. And the key here is that you, the member, are supposed to own and control it completely.
This is the central promise when it comes to privacy. The model states, flat out, that your information is never seen or sold by any third party, ever.
So how is this locker supposed to work? The main principle is encryption right from the get-go. The second you log a receipt or a contact, that data is secured. And from that point on, you hold the only key. You decide what gets shared, if anything ever does.
And to give this some technical grounding, the source material specifies that this whole architecture is built using technology from a company called Jasmy, which actually specializes in this kind of personal data management.
So when you put all these pieces together, the tax deductions, the affiliate income, the data privacy, what kind of lifestyle does this model really claim you can have? This table here really helps connect all the dots. You can see how that proof of purpose feature is the engine for tax-deductible travel. The hybrid affiliate model, that's what's designed to create an automated income stream. And the personal data locker is the tech that's supposed to deliver on that promise of total data privacy.
The approach to business itself is framed as being totally different from what we're used to. They emphasize that there's no inventory to worry about, no cold calls, no high-pressure sales stuff. The whole focus is meant to be on making real, authentic connections. Ultimately, the vision being presented here is for a self-sustaining ecosystem. It's a system where the simple, natural act of human connection becomes the fuel for a whole new kind of digital economy, one that blends real-world adventure with digital independence.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating final question. This model wants to integrate our professional networks, our travel, and our personal data into one single system. So, is this blend of connection, mobility, and privacy the future of how we'll work? That is definitely something to think about.